Hello, I'm Sarah and I'm going to make some Shrewsbury biscuits today. Now, this may cause a bit of debate because I originally saw this recipe on the Chelsea Sugar website. Of course, these are Shrewsbury biscuits as we buy them in packets in New Zealand. I think Griffin's make them. Obviously, Shrewsbury is a place in England, and so I thought, well, they must have derived from there. I think they may have done, but the Shrewsbury biscuits that I googled appear to be a completely different entity. I don't know if they are anything like what I'm about to make. They look quite different. I'm just going to make the Shrewsbury biscuits that I grew up with in New Zealand, the ones that are mass produced in a packet that have a blob of jam in the middle and are sandwiched. The idea appealed to me because it's just really simple basic ingredients in here. First thing we want to do is get 3/4 of a cup of jam. Really, this is meant to be strawberry jam. However, I don't have strawberry jam. However, I do have plum jam. Not being defeated by a jar. Oh. There we go, my good old AG kit had a jar opener, that worked. And we want to put this on a stovetop and heat this up for about 10 minutes. You're meant to let it bubble for about 10 minutes. In a bowl, I'm going to add 150 grams of softened butter and 3/4 of a cup of sugar. I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and 1 egg. The recipe on the Chelsea Sugar website also said at this point to add in the zest of 1 small orange. I'm not going to do that for 2 very good reasons. I never remember Shrewsbury biscuits tasting orangey. I'm sure that would be very nice, so feel free to do that if you wish. But the other really good reason is I don't have an orange. So I'm going to sieve in 2 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And it did specify to then mix this with a spatula, so I'm assuming that means you're not meant to over mix it. as you might tend to with a electric mixer or a hand mixer or something. So I'll give this a nice gentle mix up. Alright, that is looking beautiful and smooth. To me, this does not have the consistency of biscuit dough. It does specify to roll it between sheets of baking paper, which to me indicates that it is meant to be a bit on the sloppy side, maybe. Gonna add a bit more flour, because that's just gonna spread. I'm just gonna add in maybe another 1/4 of a cup of flour. Sorry Chelsea Sugar if I'm stuffing up this recipe, but you know, it just didn't seem like a consistency that I could roll out. It just seemed a bit too sloppy. As always, I'll write down the recipe I used down the bottom under the video description. You might have to hit see more. I'll also give a link to Chelsea Sugar's original recipe. Baking paper on the bottom, baking paper on the top. Roll this out to about 4 to 5 millimeters thick. And once we've done that, I'll be putting this in the fridge for between 15 to 30 minutes. It'll probably be more on the 30-minute side because I've got to go and get kids from school. So I'm going to put this in the fridge 15 to 30 minutes and we'll get on with the next step. What I want to do now, I'm going to use that. I'll just reuse that I'll just reuse that baking paper on my tray. Now we need to cut out the circles. I actually don't have a circular cookie cutter. I've got heart shape, I've got star, I've got gingerbread man shape. So I'm just going to use a jar to cut out the circles. Some of these, where the little jammy bit is going to be sticking out, will need to have little holes in them. That's where Sam comes in. You can make those holes whatever you can find. I have found like a little lid. I'm not sure what it's off, but but I have cleaned it. So half of them, yes, I'll let you do the rest. To punch a little hole out of.
But that means that I have to do one of those. I have to cut one
like
of those.
that. Need to put these in the oven, one tray at a time. So I say 180 degrees for about 10 minutes or until they just start to go goldeny. So I'm going to scrunch this up, re-roll it, and make some more circles. Okay, so excuse all the stuff going on. I'm sort of sorting dinner at the same time. However, these bickies, they have all cooled down nicely. The jam has cooled down. Bottom side. Lobby the jam on. Apparently the process of heating the jam helps them to stick together better. And sandwich, just press it down and see the jam start coming out of there. Taste testing time. I mean, these look the part, don't they? You know, they've got the pretty little wavy edges, but you know, I mean, they smell beautiful. You know, just have to taste a bit of bicky on its own. Okay, the bicky itself, spot on. That is a Shrewsbury flavour, undoubtedly. The only thing that makes this not a Shrewsbury is the fact that I used my homemade plum jam. It has got quite a strong tangy flavour to it. It's my jam, which I love, but I'm not sure it goes with the bicky. And the bicky is quite sort of almost shortbready. It's sweet, it's vanilla-y, it's really nice. I don't know the two go together, but if you were to do this with strawberry jam, yes, perfect. Do it with strawberry jam. Excuse the get-ups, we've just been at Taekwondo, but family trial of the Bix. What do you guys reckon?
That is so much better than the actual proper ones. That jam is a brilliant. It's just so much better.
It's better.
I like that.
I need
that is
do you want to
so
give
good.
Olivia just a bite of yours? She's had a bit of a sore tummy, so you
That
have
is so good. I like that.
I reckon it's pretty good. Thumbs up from me.
It's nice and sweet too. I like this.
There we go.
Better than the bought ones.
Really
Better than the bought ones, apparently.
It is, yeah.
Well, there you go. I've been overruled. Apparently mine are better. I actually think strawberry jam would be the way to go. But that is just me, and Clint's going for another attack, so that explains that. As per usual, hit subscribe, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if Shrewsbury's, what Shrewsbury's are in your part of the world. It would be interesting to get some different accounts, but this is what they are in New Zealand anyway. And we'll catch you next week. Bye.